Hey tubers, me again. So this is more of a follow-up on this HC2020 Hedge Trimmer. But remember I said like the blades were having a hard time moving. And like this is what concerns me, is that there's so much crap on this side and this side that they're not articulating very well. And so I'm going to sharpen them, but I want to get all this stuff cleaned out first. So basically on my table it's like I have a screw right there, screw right there, and then I just use a wire wheel. You can see like I've already done like 2 or 3. That I'm taking it all off just by using the wire wheel on this drill. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to do it on this and this, and then I'm going to flip them over, and then I'm going to sharpen the blades. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now we're back. Back sides are all nice and clean. A little bit stained, but they're clean and smooth. So now I'm going to take and set up to sharpen. So I'm going to take and I'll screw them with the teeth hanging off the edge. You'll see that, and then I'll come back and I'll sharpen a couple of them. Okay you guys, so now I'm just going to sharpen up a couple. I have my right angle grinder, and I'm going to take you over to the blackboard and show you exactly what it is that we're doing here. Feel that, I can feel that, I can feel that. Here's the part that I don't see a lot of guys doing. Okay, we got to go over to the. You'll understand what this is all about here in just 1 second. But this is what we use on those. So after you take and you sharpen them, you got to take a file and you have to chew up that edge, which is basically the same as what this is called a steel. When you're like working in a kitchen or you have professional knives, so when you go and you sharpen a knife, we're going to exaggerate it. This is the blade. This is the point of the blade, and so you're going to take and you're going to work it on a stone, right? And you're going to sharpen this side, and then you're going to sharpen this side. Sooner or later, what happens is that at one point of that tip, it's going to be laid over just a hair. See how it kind of lays over just a little bit? What a steel does when you take and you run your knife over the steel is like it trues it back up to the point. When you're taking your doing one of these hedger blades, when you run the grinder over it, that piece actually hangs down a little bit, and now you have the mate from that's the top blade, and so like when you have the next one, and when you grind it, that surface is also going to be like that. So you got to take and true these up so that they're flat, and that's what the file does. So after you sharpen like this, you're going to put a nice edge on it. You got to take and put the file under there to bring that edge flat. Make sense? That's the way I do it, and they're super sharp. Okay, I'm going to finish these up, and then I'm going to get them back on the machine. Okay, so this side's already been sharpened. I'm going to take the file like this. You can do both sides at once. Run the file underneath of there. You know you're done like when you don't feel the resistance anymore. I'm just grabbing a piece of paper. Ta-da. And so now, I mean, I can actually, like, I can really feel it. Same as like with a kitchen knife. You go like this. Nice and sharp. Boom, boom, and that's all it is. It's like you lay the metal over and then true it up by using a file, which is the same as this. Okay, I'm going to get all these done and then get them back on the machine. Okay guys, so now we're getting ready to put this back up into the gear case. Hi Jax. Hi baby boy. Hi baby boy. There's 105 pounds of Malinois. I love you, buddy. So anyways, so we got to get this gear in there, okay? Here's the little pilot dowel. There's the hole that goes into it. This is upside down. So you want this gear to be like 90 degrees across, and these are going to be lined up. See if I can do this one-handed. You got to have that lined up just right. Oh, I nailed it. And you can tell if you've done it right, because if you rotate this, and it's okay if you do, is that now the blades will articulate. See how that works? So we can leave them like right there, and it won't fall out. Okay? You got to remember, this thing is upside down. This gear has to go onto that small sprocket right there. Don't worry, I'm going to grease the hell out of this thing too, because it doesn't have any decent grease. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell you. So when I took this apart, maybe somebody knows the answer. There is 2 spots for these spacers. They're actually like little shoulder spacers. And one will fit in that slot. Where's the other one? They only fit in like 2 slots. Here, take this out. They're only wide enough to fit like one right there and one right there, but there was only one. So I need to put that one back in there and then try to figure out what the heck, why isn't that other one? Because that's where the bolt goes. So I had another one in my little toolboxes, but don't forget those little shoulder spacers. Okay? So gotta put the gear back in, line that up. Set it at the 90, give it a little turn, lock it in, and down we go. That's what it looks like when it's all put back in there. So now I got these plates to put in. I can't do it. I can't do it with the way that I'm set up, you guys. So I'll be back and show it to you when it's running. Sorry, camera's getting all wonky. So I ran out of grease. I took the last little bit, I put it on the top. That's not going to be enough. I'll take and fill it in through that, fill it up with the Zerk fitting over there. But for right now, what you can see, that we got that all in there. You can see like how it turns on the gear, so you can do it with your fingers. Got to keep the lube on there. There's also this little, it's this little foam piece that goes right here, you guys. You got to put that back in there. Otherwise, all the grease that you just put in here is going to go shooting out while you're working with it. You're going to put that on there like that. fingers are all shitted up. I mean, greasy. Just cleaning some of this old crap off of here. And get the holes lined up. I'm going to put this cover plate back on. And then I'll go through and I'll show you how to take in. See, my hands are just like, you can't mess with the phone too much. I'll show you how to take and adjust all these bolts and stuff. So, be right back. Okay, guys.
Shut up, mate.
So, let me get this crap out of the way. I gotta refill my grease gun, dull, after the video. Okay, so these are 10 millimeter, and they're all gonna be the same size, except for the one long one. The one long one is gonna go right up through here, because it goes through the handle, and it comes out way up here. So you see in 1 second. Hold on. Just trying to one-hand everything. There's that. There's a 10. There's a 10 right there. Here we go. Whoops. We're going to put another 10 right here. Don't you think those are a little tight, Mr. Zombie? Don't worry about it. You're going to see. Don't you worry none. Okay, so we're missing that one. I got to find that one right there. Actually, you know what? I'll finish with this one so I can hurry up and get this done. Okay. So, lay this on its side. Those ones are already in there tight. Okay? The screws coming through are already tight. Now what you got to do is you got to take and put the capture nut on. I'm just doing the one out of frame. You can't see it. And you want that one to be tight. I'm making them all tight, except for the one that I'm missing. Okay, and then after you have them tight, you're going to go over to the back side. Try to explain this to you. That bar right there, you see it's missing? That bar has the threads through it. So if you take and you put the bottom one super all the way tight, it pinches that, and there's no way that these are going to be able to articulate. The nut on the top is to keep the bolt from backing out. So the nut on the top has to be really tight. And so once you've got everything in there nice and snug, you're going to take and back these bolts off 90 degrees. Like this. See what I can do. It's hard to do all this shit one-handed. There's 90, there's 90. Hold on. You gotta hold it up. There's 90. So theoretically, of course it probably won't work. Theoretically, I should be able to take and push these with my fingers and then open or close them. And I can't. I got that one. I got this one way up here. I got this one up here too tight, so I gotta undo that one. Hold on. Yep. Okay. So now, don't make a liar out of me. Should be able to take and move these blades, and they will. They just closed up. So now I'm on the right track. I gotta find the missing one for over here. Snug up that end, and then we're gonna fire it up and then see how it cuts. Be right back. Okay, guys, I just finished the blades. still got to load up my stupid grease gun just to finish greasing it. I just want to see if I did the adjustments right so that the blades will turn and if they're going to turn a little bit easier than before. So, give it a climb. It's actually been a couple hours since I did this. Choke off. You always do that. Let it cough and then... Just gave him like an eighth of a turn. I'm going to say it's about 50% better. But, so, oh yeah. So, here's one thing that I keep telling the guys that bring me these things is, you know what, you can take and hit that with WD-40 and it's going to help them out a lot. I don't know if it'll keep stuff from sticking to them or not, but if you use vegetable spray like Pam or any kind of a vegetable spray that you would do cooking with, it doesn't hurt the plant. It doesn't traumatize the plant when you sculpt it, when you cut it, when you trim it, whatever. And that helps it to grow so that you get to go back and cut it again and you get to make more money. So, yeah. So now the blades are all sharpened. The gearbox is mostly greased. I gotta load that thing up and then I'll do the Zerk fitting. So for the rest of it, I did try to take and put that choke on. They're gonna have to live with that for a while, unless he wants to buy that cover because the other ones did not fit. I do have the air filter for it, but waiting on the cover to show up in the mail. And then that makes this one pretty good. I love how it just went from a no start to a quick start. Okay, you guys, that's it. Very disappointed in my new little, how do you call these things? Like one of these little lapel microphones, but I can't get it to connect up to the phone. So maybe I need to find a different one for this crappy little Motorola phone. Anyways, I'm trying. Definitely trying. Okay, that's it for this one, you guys. Next up, tomorrow, the next day, is going to be the unboxing of that Echo. So don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll talk at you in the next one. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.